beautiful people. How are you all doing? Welcome back. So, today someone asked me this. Don't worry about my eye, guys. I have a small issue here. I think it's a boy. How do they call it? I don't even know. But, anyways, we move. This cannot stop us from making videos and educating the world. So, today I will be talking about the documents I used to apply for my Dutch student visa. Please listen to me again so that you do not make errors. I'm not just going to talk about these documents, but I will start from the beginning of how I did my process so you can follow suit. This should be maybe one of the last videos I'm going to be making about my moving to the Netherlands and a whole lot of stuff. But before I talk about this, Romania and Bulgaria has officially joined the Schengen zone, or is it the European Union? Whichever one, they are now in Europe. So you can cross their borders now and enter into other areas. Now, why did I bring this here? Because many people I know it's so costly to come to the Netherlands, and coupled with the fact that you need to give all your tuition fee to the university to actually apply for your visa. Because yeah, you are supposed to give, excuse me guys, you are supposed to give your university your tuition fee plus living costs plus medical insurance or insurance plus visa application fee. Then they will now send you some details. Everything will be done to you. You understand? You just relax and wait for approval from the Dutch government for your visa. I mean, then you carry your passport and visa application form and go to Benin or Accra in Ghana and apply for your visa. This is the process. Now, someone was saying he wants to move to Romania. And the reason why I explained to you that Romania and Bulgaria has joined the European Union, I don't know whichever one, but they are now in Europe. You can cross their borders. One thing you should note here is that schools in Romania are very cheap. When I say very cheap, I'm talking based on comparing Romania and the Netherlands. Now, you cannot compare the two. The Netherlands is so expensive. Romania is very cheap in the sense that you can pay like 2,000 euros per programs. And again, when you get admissions, the visa is somehow not complicated, but of course, you have to do a lot to get admission. Many people do not know this. A school like University of Bucharest, if you want to apply in that particular university, it's so competitive and they don't take many students. There is a lot you have to do with documents. You need to legalize your documents before you can apply. I hope you understand. Now, when you are doing this document legalization, you need to understand that you also need to add a medical certificate. You go to a general hospital, a hospital recognized by the government, do your medical certificate, then you legalize everything, including your birth certificate. Add to your transcripts, add to your certificate, maybe your WAEC, or if you're using WAEC, of course, the scratch card must be there, NECO, the scratch card must be there, then O levels and A levels, add everything together, then you now submit it on the website. These documents are not going, they will leave that website, then they go to the Ministry of Education to confirm. If the ministry confirm before, those documents will be sent back from your school, then your school will give you admissions. That's the ministry to your school, then your school will give you admission. The process is a bit daunting, and I think it's so competitive. Like I said, again, do not put your eggs in one basket. Apply to many universities if you can. Pay application fee if you can, if you really want to jackpot. Schools in Italy, application fee are not that expensive. Right now, Norway and Denmark, they are almost close when it comes to application fee. So I think you should be looking at other places now that are open. First of all, ask yourself, do I have the money to study here? Now, the money encompasses your proof of funds and your first tuition deposit. Always remember, I always tell people who book course and come to me directly. The first question I ask them is, how much do you have to study in this country? Like the total budget you have cash, before I start any advice by giving to them. If you want to book, check the video description box and book a call. Now, Bulgaria is also very cheap, but understand that you still need to legalize your documents. The procedure is almost the same for Bulgaria, Slovakia, Romania. If you do not know how to do this document legalization, check the channel. There are a lot of videos there to guide you on what to do. I'm just a messenger telling you what to do. These things you can do them yourself, but if you can't do them yourself, like this afternoon I was talking to someone who wants her daughter to apply for a particular school in Finland. I did a video about So she watched the video and was okay. Then we are talking about it. So you need to actually understand what you need to do before you start applying. Those of you who have HND, let me address you now. If you have HND, do not be looking at master's degree. Okay, this is my advice for Europe schools. Try to go back to bachelor's. And if you are looking at bachelor's, study things that relates to the science area or STEM. But if you want to just push through with your HND, we hope that you are going to find a school. But sometimes it's going to be very difficult. Your chances of getting admission is 5% on 95. Okay, so you need to know this. But in the United States, it's possible to get into US schools with HND, but you need to do West evaluation to boost your scores. You understand? Your transcript, your scores on your transcript. So don't always forget these things. They are so important for you to note. We are done with HND people. We are now going to the documents I used to apply for my study VV to the Netherlands. Now, for you to apply for study VV, you need to first of all get an admissions. You need to, how do you even get the admissions? The website to use is studyinthenetherlands.nl. Go to that website, you are going to see all the schools there. Now, if you find a program on any school, it's going to direct you to a place called Study Link. On Study Link, you create an account, then select that school, then select your course. Then from there, if there is no application fee, fine and good, you submit it, add your documents on that Study Link website. But if there is an application fee, you have to pay it before they look at your documents. Now, when you submit, it's going to take some time, maximum 3 weeks or 1 month. You are going to get an offer, feedback, positive or negative. Hopefully, everybody positive. Then this is time for visa application. Now, remember I'm talking about the documents I used to apply for my visa. Now, remember in other videos, I equally said that if you get admission to study in the Netherlands, all you need to do is to, first, your admission letter is going to carry your tuition fee, your living costs, your insurance, your visa application fee for 1 year, visa application fee 228, insurance 700 for me, then living costs 15,000 euros, then my tuition 11,995. Now, if you sum all of that together, it's going to give you a total. You will pay this into the school account. Then the school will now be the one to confirm that, oh yes, we receive your money. And then what next? Boom, they will now tell you that they have applied for your visa. But before they apply, you need to fill 2 forms, intercedent form, and there is another form I can't remember. When you fill them, you upload to that same study link portal. Remember to keep your password good, because even when you come to the Netherlands, you will still need the study link platform to change your address and so many other things to do on the app. Everything here is digital. Do not make a mistake by coming to the Netherlands forgetting your login details or anything. Make sure you come here. Even exams is digital, online. Now, when the school apply, remember you need a passport that is valid for at least 1 year. When you are starting the program, your passport should still be valid for 1 year. I will advise those of you who have just like 1 year, 1.5 year left on your passport to get a new one. This is the reason. It's simple. You might be going to a city which is not that popular, and for you to transfer yourself from that city to another city where the diplomatic office is to make a new passport, you have to pay a train, maybe a flight or something, spend time and a whole lot of stuff. Is that what you really want to just move abroad and start doing? No. Now, do a new one over there before you start moving. Like me, when I was coming, mine was left just about 10 months, and my school said, no, you have to get a new one. And I had no choice rather than to get a new passport. Do you understand? Now, that's the first document. After the school apply for your visa, you will now wait from them. It takes like maybe 10, 12, 13, 14. Mine took 13 days. I know someone who took 13 days. I know another person who took 14 days. I know someone who took 10 days and got a result. The Dutch government is going to respond back to your school because it is your school bringing you in. So it is your school doing the visa for you, but you have to give your school all the money. When your visa is ready, they will send a document to your school. Your school will now forward to you in Dutch. You collect that document, that's your visa approval form. Then you carry your passport, then you carry the visa form, MVV visa form. You go to the embassy. Remember, still on that study link platform, there is another website called IGO. You cannot know about it now, except that you are doing this process. If you are doing it, at the end of the day, they will ask you where you should put where you want to go and collect your visa on the website. It is there. There is a space like that on the website. Now you indicate the embassy and put the city. Now remember, when your visa is approved, your school will now send a sample to the embassy there. Then you now go there. Before you even go there, your visa should be there waiting for you. Now they will just collect your passport. Then you do passport size photograph. Those of you who are going to Benin to go and do it in Benin, Cotonou, please make sure you take, for the passport photograph, there is only one photographer in that area that is doing the correct thing. There is a dimension. If it doesn't fit into that dimension, the embassy will not accept. I actually did mine, spend money. They rejected, then we had to do it again. Almost all of us that were there, including some people that are watching this video, they are in Amsterdam and Leiden. So all of us, we did it there. Only one man, I don't remember his name anyways. Now, you need a passport size photograph, your international passport, MVV form. What else? I think that is it. Then when I was doing my application, they asked me to bring my bank statement of my sponsor. But when I went there, they never collected and they never even asked the other people. So it's not really necessary, because even, by the way, you have already given them money. So they don't need anything. Now remember, that money you gave them, you have living costs inside, which is 15,000 euros. When you come here, they will remove their tuition, remove insurance, do your insurance, then send your visa application fee to the embassy. Then they will now send back the living cost to your own bank account. Remember, for you to open an account here in the Netherlands, you need to first of all get a house, then collect the contract, then carry the contract to the municipality. Then the municipality will check and see if it's a good place and stuff like that. Then register it, then give you BSN number. In other words, it is called tax number. Then with that tax number, now you can come and open a bank account online. You are doing it online. Then when the bank account or banking details are ready, you now send to your university. Then your university will refund you. However, I would like to say that not all institutions practice this method. Some, you might need to show part of the money with a bank statement, which I've never really focused on. It should be maybe 1, 2, or 3 schools. But I will advise you to use this method. Check whenever you are doing application, go to the school website and check for the section for immigration. All these details I explained to you, they are there as I'm talking to you. When your visa is granted and you are about to start traveling, you may book a hotel online if you want. But remember, housing in the Netherlands is so expensive and so complicated nowadays. These are the same things I told someone. Somebody was equally asking me about what happens after you graduate. After you graduate, you apply for a stay-back visa called orientation year visa. And with this visa, they will give you for 1 year. You use that 1 year and find a job. Then when you find a job, the employer is the one to do what they call work visa, stay back. Now they might give you for 2, 3, or 4 years. Then why not, after that 4 years, together with the 1 year you studied, you can now apply for PMAN. I hope you understand. This is the entire process and the documents I use. Well, for documents I use for application, I use my O levels, my A levels, passport, CV, motivation letter, bachelor's degree, transcript, master's degree. No, I didn't submit my master's by that time, right? I did not submit it. It's just these documents I gave you. Boom. And what else? Admissions was ready, visa was ready, and I'm now in the Netherlands. So we meet again in another one. I hope I answered this question correctly. I just hope so.